Welcome to my Dodger moment. This is episode 3, number 8 of my top 10 favorite Dodger moments of all time. This one takes us way back to the 2004 season. I'll just set up the scenario. So the Dodgers and the Giants are actually both good at the same time, which is great. The Dodgers go into the game. It's the second to the last game of the season. They are leading the Giants by 1 game, okay? So all we need to do, the magic number is what? If we win, boom. We got 2 days to do it, so the pressure's not really on the Dodgers, it's more so on the Giants, the Barry Bonds-led Giants. And we're going into this game, and everything is not going the Dodgers' way. The Dodgers had 0 offense the entire game. They're losing 3-0, and now you get a little, not scared, but nervous, because now we go from being a game up to being tied if you lose this game and go to the last game of the season tied with the Giants. Like, at this point, we haven't made the playoffs since 1996, so we've got a huge drought, and it's just like, we don't want to do that. Let's do it today. Let's see what happens. So we're down 3-0 in the 9th inning, and you're just like, But what happens? Little by little, okay, Sean Green leads off the 9th with a base hit, and you're like, sweet. All right, Sean Green. So we got 1 guy on. Then Robin Ventura comes up, and he walks. So now we got runners on first and second, and we're like, sweet. 1 run, or 1 home run could tie the game, but we got the tying run at the plate, and that's what's important. And then Alex Cora strikes out. So now you're like, okay, we got 1 out. But hey, we still got the tying run at the plate. Let's do this. Next batter, Jose Hernandez. Who the fuck is Jose Hernandez? Exactly. He comes up and he walks. So now we got bases loaded, dude, okay? It's bases loaded. It's 1 out, okay? And anything can happen at this point. We're down by 3. The tying run's already on third, or on first, and the winning run is at the plate. And who comes up next? Hee-Seop Choi, who at the time was not a popular trade. The Dodgers had traded Paul Aduca, who was our beloved catcher. We loved him. He was the heart and soul of the team. They had traded him to the Marlins in a deal that brought Hee-Seop Choi, and we're just like, what, dude? But they brought him up, and Hee-Seop Choi comes up, and he was even though at the time he wasn't yet what he was supposed to be, he was a power threat, and he walks. Okay, so we're like, sweet, dude. We're only down by 2 runs now. This is great. Bases loaded still only 1 out, right? And then our hitter, Cesar Izturis, comes up to the plate and hits a ground ball to the shortstop, who had been brought in the 9th inning as a defensive replacement. And you see that anytime you see a ground ball with runners on base, you're like, no, it's a double play. You're inning double play. Here we go. And the shortstop boots the ball. Are you serious, dude? Now we're crazy, okay? Now we're only down by 1 run. God, I'm sorry. I'm getting so excited. We're down by 1 run. It's 3-2. Dodger Stadium at this point. By the way, it's a Saturday day game also, which, like, day games at Dodger Stadium give a different feel. A lot of times, not as crowded, a lot of time it gets too hot, so people are hiding underneath, the rafters and so forth in the shade. But since this was a potential pennant clinching game, or division clinching game, everybody was still there, okay? It's sold out crowd, and Jason Worth comes up next. And Jason Worth is another power guy, okay? And, he wasn't doing well at the moment. He was kind of in a slump, but he comes up, and at this point, they're feeding off of the crowd's energy. Jason Worth hits a little base hit into right field. Tie game. It was only 1 out. No point in sending the runner, right? And so now we got bases loaded, 1 out, okay? Tie game. By the way, closer, no longer in the game. Dodgers, people are going crazy, okay? They were down by 3 runs to start the inning, and now we're tied, and all we need is a base hit or a ground ball, a boot, a wild, when you have a runner on third in a tie game in the bottom of the 9th with less than 2 outs, you know that there's a million different ways that a balk, You know, there's a million different ways you can win this game. And coming up to the plate, Steve Finley, who the Dodgers had traded for earlier in the year. And, you know, he's coming off of a World Series a few years earlier with the Diamondbacks. And he's got power. You know, he's got 40 home run power. But we don't need a home run. We just need one tiny little thing. We got 2 chances to do it at this point. So let's effing go. What happens next?
1-1, the count to Finley. The outfield is shallow, the infield is up. Finley today is 1 for 4. Franklin set, Wayne ready and deal, swung on, high fly ball to deep right field. Wherever it goes, the Dodgers have won, and it's a grand slam home run. I have always felt there are no words to describe a situation like this except the roar of the crowd, and for those of us privileged to be here watching the Dodgers just about jump out of their uniforms. What a finish as Steve Finley hits it into the seats in right field, and the Dodgers come up and roll a 7 in the bottom of the 9th inning and beat the Giants 7-3. And in all the storied history and glory, frustrations and heartbreak that both of these teams have inflicted upon the other, this one had to be a killer. The infield up, the outfield shallow, and Finley hits it in the seats. And the Dodgers do the unbelievable, but then again, they're the Dodgers.
No, he doesn't, dude. It's a fucking walk-off grand slam, okay? Like you just heard Vin, okay? 7 runs in the 9th inning to not only beat the Giants, to clinch the West, but eliminate the Giants from even making it to the playoffs. That ended their season right there. And like you said, just they're the Dodgers. Like that's why you love this team so much. When they're good, even when they're not good, you just love them, because you never know what's going to happen. And that's why I love sport. That's why I love the Dodgers. Like, I'll never forget how epic against the heated rival Giants to just hit a walk-off grand slam. Steve Finley was only on the team for like half a season, and he's going to be a legend in Dodger history forever for hitting a walk-off grand slam to clinch the West against the Giants. I'll never forget that game, man. It was the first time the Dodgers have advanced to the playoffs in like 8 years or something at that point. So it was just a great day in Dodger history, and I'm happy to share it with you guys. So thanks again for watching, you guys. This has been My Dodger Moment. This is number 8, episode 3. They're only going to get better from here. I can't wait to share the rest of them with you guys. As you can imagine, the events are just going to get bigger and bigger. So again, thanks for watching My Dodger Moment, and follow me on social if you like, and I'll see you guys next time. My Dodger Moment. Bye.